COPWATCH, policing the police every single day.
Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and today's sign is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Did Deputy Chad Fox kill his wife Mitzi Fox in a pond 3 houses down? And fuck the police. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, did you hear that the sheriff might be protecting a cop that murdered his wife? No. Yeah, it's bad. Somebody's got to do it. I think so. Why, you wanted to get away with murder? Exactly. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
With your shirt
oh, okay. There is a shot. Is he protecting a murderer? Oh, I know. I'll just shoot the bad guy myself. Yes, I will. Not a problem. Thank you. You can just get on the train like the Jews did.
Okay, we're all entitled to our opinion.
That's right. That's your free speech. That's my free speech. Is the Charlotte County Sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? This lady died and is married to a cop in a pond 3 houses away. He never told you that it was a cop that he was married to. Is the sheriff possibly hiding a cop that might be a murderer? You don't care? I care. Is the sheriff hiding a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox is married to a cop found in a pond 3 houses away. Yes. Is this? I know, but this is important. Did a cop murder his wife? 3 houses away in a pond, dead. Gators eating her.
Yeah, but that's another question.
All right, this is a good shirt for this situation if he's hiding a cop that committed murder. Is the sheriff possibly hiding a cop that's a murderer? Missy Fox went missing, married to a cop, found in a pond 3 houses down.
Language is impressive.
Why isn't he doing an outside investigation? Okay, you're a fast. Just get on the train like the Jews, man. Just get on the train like the Jews and please go into the shower with the Xylon B. Yeah, it'll kill the lice and you. Yeah, you're sad. Founding fathers would find you disgraceful. Founding fathers would find you disgraceful. You are a POS. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox went missing, married to a cop, found in a pond 3 houses down. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
I just literally said those words on your shirt.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Is the sheriff possibly protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
Get away from here, you asshole.
No.
Okay, just be the asshole you always
That's right.
are. Hey, the asshole!
You're a communist, you fucking commie lawyer.
Don't you know this is a family of...
Is the sheriff, this is called free speech, better than the Second Amendment. Better than the Second Amendment. You're a commie bitch lawyer. Murderer. You should. You should. Free speech is dead. We're in Nazi Germany. Is the sheriff possibly protecting a cop that's a murderer? You don't think that's a big deal? What do they do in your country if a cop murders his wife? Wow. Is the sheriff possibly protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox.
He is a murderer.
All right, thank you. Missy Fox went missing. He never said she's married to a cop. Found in a pond 3 houses away. The gators were already eating her. How many women do you know shoot themselves in a pond so they'll die, then drown, and then a gator eat you? How many women? Or,
I agree. I don't agree with what's on your shirt. But
right, better than the Second Amendment though, right? Better.
telling the truth.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm a bell ringer, buddy. You remember the bell ringers from history?
Yeah, sure.
Is the sheriff protecting a cop that murdered his wife? Is the sheriff protecting a cop that murdered his wife? Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy.
Do your homework, brother.
Yeah, Missy Fox died, married to a cop, found in a pond 3 houses away, no outside investigation. That stinks. I will kill the bad guy, stupid.
How you doing?
Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
Right down here by the sidewalk. You want to pop the trunk?
Is the sheriff?
What are you doing?
Is the sheriff protecting? There's a lady that died, married to a cop. He didn't tell us that. Found in a pond, 3 houses away.
This festival is peace, love, and joy.
I'm on the sidewalk. I am doing free speech.
Why do you want to disturb this?
Because this is a bad thing, and this is called free speech. It's free speech. Hey, bye, fascists! Get on the train like the Jews did. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox went missing, found in a pond, 3 houses down. Gator's eating her. No outside investigation. Thank you for not caring. Very sad. I don't care about you. Get on the train like the Jews. I'm in a public place. Have a nice day.
I don't care about what you're doing, but please watch your language.
I am in a public place.
Just watch your language.
Watch your language.
I'm not using any foul language.
Jesus fucking Christ, I can swear. Stop it. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? I know, you should kill me. Oh, wow.
I'm gonna kill you. I just
It's better than the Second Amendment, man. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox went missing, found in a pond, 3 houses down, shot herself, drowned, and then a gator's eating her. No outside investigation. What do you think?
I'll just go, Mom, go help her. We're just tourists.
All right, it's still a bad thing, right?
Sorry to hear about your town, though.
Right. Yeah, our town sucks. You're correct. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
Love your shirt, asshole.
Thank you. Better than the Second Amendment. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox went missing, married to a cop, found in a pond, 3 houses away. They're calling a suicide. Do you believe it? No outside investigation. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox went missing, found in a pond, 3 houses away. They're calling it a suicide.
I must have seen him on the news.
Yes, they never said he was married to a cop. Why would he do that? Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
You're an idiot, that's all I can say.
Oh, okay. Wow, you don't like free speech, America?
That's why I said you're an idiot.
All right, there you go. Actually, very good. You can go to Germany if you don't like it, though.
I want to ask you a question.
What's that?
Where do you work?
I have a business.
Gee, what is it?
Absolutely. I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, wow. So you are scared to tell a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
to crazy
kind of like
people like you. Yes,
So when
yes.
you're afraid to actually tell what you do for a living, that has to like point out something wrong.
I know,
You're
right?
disgraceful.
You are disgusting, un-American. Get on the train, go in the shower like the Jews did. Like the Jews did. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Wow. You don't care about killing wives? You are disgusting. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Let me tell you something. I am going to engage with you. You are so rude with children around here.
I know. It's better than the Second Amendment.
No, it
Is the
isn't.
sheriff
Guess
protecting
what?
a cop that
Guess
might have
what?
murdered his wife?
I fought for this country, and I would
Ah,
never.
my
People
founding
like you
fathers are
like-
proud of me.
Like
You, they are not proud of you.
No, they're not.
They are not proud of you at all because you don't believe in free speech.
No, they're not.
They're not. Yes,
not
they
free
are.
speech.
What is
This is
it? What is the Second Amendment
ignorance,
for?
like,
Oh
personified.
my God! What did you fight for? Germany?
He's an ignorant joke.
I know. Free speech is dead. I wish we were like Nazi Germany, killing Jews. You fucking psychos, man. Jesus. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
Something wrong with you guys.
His wife is dead. You don't care? I care. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
We love the police.
His wife is... Okay, I shoot bad guys. I don't need to call the cops. You're an un-American prick. Believe that? What's that?
I just want to ask you a question.
What's that?
Well, I started this festival 16 years ago.
Yep.
For the neighborhood.
Correct.
For families and
That's
people
correct.
to enjoy a good day.
That's correct.
Can I just say one thing, please?
What's that?
We had Little Girls Miss Hibiscus Festival. We got
Yeah.
children in here. Do you think that that's appropriate?
It's better than the Second Amendment. It's the First Amendment that I'm doing, but it's better than the Second. I don't want to shoot people, man.
No. What I'm saying to you,
Right. That is correct.
What I'm saying,
I
what I'm asking you, can you turn your shirt inside?
No, I'm in a public place, and this is a very bad situation.
Darling, I understand. I'm sorry, that was pejorative. I understand you're in a public place. I get it. What I'm asking you to do is respect the fact that there's families and children here. Would you? That is not appropriate.
It's better than the Second Amendment. It's the First
you could
Amendment.
say all kinds of things instead of that.
This is a very bad situation.
But this word, F-U-C-K, is not appropriate in any public
It's better than a Second
You know what it
Amendment.
makes you look like?
Somebody fighting to let people know that there might be...
It makes you look like someone who doesn't have the word.
Oh, I know, right?
It makes you look like someone who doesn't have the words to express
It's
himself.
County Sheriff hiding a cop that might be a murderer.
It makes it look like you don't have the right words to express yourself instead of this.
Exactly.
It makes you look stupid.
Oh, then please call the cops. This is enough. All right, that's fine. I'm in a public place.
Yeah, we're allowed to talk from the street.
Exactly.
This is my neighborhood. Where do you live?
I live here in Punta Gorda. I care.
Where do you live?
I live in... It doesn't fucking matter. Oh my God, I said fuck.
Now you swear
Oh shit,
again.
how old are you?
Now you
Oh
swear
my
again.
God.
You know, people
Is the
who
Charlotte
swear
County
to-
Sheriff hiding a cop that might be a murderer?
People who swear.
His wife is dead in a pond, 3 houses away. They're calling it suicide.
what?
No outside investigation.
Listen, why this festival, this lovely festival?
Because I don't want to use the Second Amendment, which I have the right to do.
Why don't you just...
Yeah, what happens? Do you have family?
Of course.
Okay, what happens when your house gets broken into? Who you
I
call?
shoot the bad guy. All you people that stupid, I shoot the bad
now we're all
guy.
stupid. All right, let me ask you a question.
There's a person that's dead.
Wait, if I give you... Wait.
Oh my God, slave.
Would you do me a favor?
No, I'm not.
You
Call
know what?
the police.
That's already been done.
Call the police.
I'm not saying that. You don't even listen. I asked if you do me a favor.
Listen,
You said no.
I'm in a public freaking space.
I'm
okay?
not talking to you about that. You don't even listen to my...
I don't want to listen because this is stupid. I'm in a public
asking you
place.
a question, and
Sir,
you won't let me finish the
Sir, what do you
question.
think? Did he kill her? No outside investigation.
What I think,
No outside investigation.
what I think is, my grandmother always said,
Yeah.
you know, in this country, you have
Yeah.
the right to say whatever you want to
There
say.
you go.
You have that
Especially
freedom
on a
of speech.
sidewalk.
You have the freedom of speech to be an asshole.
That's correct.
Why be an asshole?
Because it's
your
better than
choice.
shooting
It's your
people. It's
choice
better than shooting
not to
people with
be
the Second
one.
Amendment.
It is your choice.
That's
But,
correct.
Like Dawn said, this is a family event. and
That's
you got
great.
every
It was a
right to
family
do.
event when they were
You
killing
got
people in the South,
every-
freeing the
You gotta
blacks.
take that off.
It was a family
You know what?
event
I
when
don't
they were
care. I
killing
don't care if you
people.
Stay here. Turn the t-shirt inside out.
Why?
No.
This guy's been doing this. He's looking for attention.
Right.
He's been
Yeah,
down
I know.
before.
That's
He's been
bad if you
superstar.
expose corruption.
And that's how
Wow.
it's been. So the
Right.
best
There you
thing is
go.
You ignore
Exactly.
the
There you go.
All I was going
There
to
you
say
go.
is I would invite you in for a beer.
No.
If we could talk.
I'm a recovering alcoholic. No, that's
Okay,
insulting.
how about a water then?
No, don't need it.
Nobody was
No.
paying attention.
All right.
That's right, you ruined it. You just became a YouTube star. Jesus, what are you thinking, man? This is on a sidewalk, freedom of speech. Somebody died and you don't give a shit. It's
That's not
disgusting.
my point. I think anyone that has
Is
to...
the sheriff hiding a
anyone
cop
has
that
to
might have
swear-
killed his wife? Are you? Oh, so get on a train like the Jews did. It's okay.
Anyone that has to swear to make a point
So next time I'll use a gun like they did in the South to free the blacks.
You gotta
You must have
swear.
had a black too. Did you have a black slave? You must have.
If you got to
You
swear
must
to
have.
make your point,
The
you're
way you're
wrong.
talking, Jesus, you're a slave owner, I bet.
He is. More neck.
Yep.
More neck.
Yeah.
Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead in a pond 3 houses away. They're calling it suicide, no outside investigation. Do you believe it?
Let me ask you something. If I
What's
walked
that?
up to you and stuck a gun to your head, would you call the cops?
I would shoot you with my gun, dipshit. You fucking moron. Where did you grow up? Germany? What the fuck? Did you just threaten me with the gun? Did you just threaten me with the gun? Did you just threaten me with the gun? Did you just, on camera, 2 fucking cameras, did you threaten me with the gun? Did you threaten me with the gun? Did you threaten me with, I would shoot him if he pulled his gun, stupid. Jesus. Fuck you, go on a train, dipshit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Is the sheriff hiding a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead in a pond 3 houses away. It's better than a Second Amendment. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox is dead. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Nope, I'm going to stay right here. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might have murdered his wife? Wife is found 3 houses away in a pond. Gator already eaten her. Does that sound like suicide? I don't think so. Green. Fucking commie. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might have murdered his wife?
Heard you many times.
Alright, there you go. But this is a different story. He might have killed his wife. That's bad. No outside investigation.
I've heard so much bad news. I don't even want to hear bad news. I'm so depressed right
Well, that's why you should take your country back, man. Use the Second Amendment instead of the First Amendment. That's what it's for. It's not for deer hunting. Ooh, a race car. Ooh, holy shit. It's got to be a cop. Is the sheriff hiding a cop that might have murdered his wife? Melissa Fox is dead in a pond 3 houses away. No outside investigation. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might have murdered his wife? In a pond 3 houses from their house. No outside investigation.
One of my best friends was a police officer, was killed in the line of duty, saving somebody's life, so thank you.
Did he really? But he still violated people's rights for victimless crime, so...
No, he didn't, and you're a fucking jerk.
Alright, you're a fucking Nazi. Get on the train.
Blow me, you fucking clown.
Get on. Just go in the shower like the Jews did. You'll be all set. The founding fathers are proud of me, ass fuck. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Is this? I know. Is sheriff protecting a cop that might have murdered his wife?
That's a stupid ass thing for you to wear.
It's like fuck is almost meaningless now. It's better than using a Second Amendment. Are you a kid? How old are you? No. Is the Charlotte County Sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Do you remember that lady that went missing earlier this week, Missy Fox?
Yeah.
She's married to a cop. She was found in a pond dead 3 houses away from his house. So do you usually, does a woman commit murder in a pond 3 houses away, or usually a killer puts you there? The gator was already eating her. That's why I wear the shirt.
No, I give you a lot of credit.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the Charlotte County Sheriff possibly protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
I just have a question.
What's that?
If the kids come up here, like, do you turn this a little bit or something?
I usually don't mention my spiel, but yeah, I'm
because
here.
I'm like, I understand your point of view, but
right.
This is a little Miss Hibiscus pageant going on right now,
right.
So all these kids are going to be coming
right.
up here, but I wholeheartedly get your point, definitely.
All right, why, did you know about that lady that died, and they never told you she's married to a cop?
Oh, I think so. I think I've read it a couple times, the stuff about it.
Yeah. Married to a cop, Chad Fox, 3 houses away, found in a pond. How many women do you know that go into a pond, shoot themselves so the gator will eat the evidence? Right? Isn't that weird? Yeah. So yeah, if kids come by, I don't say anything. I just stay quiet. Seriously, I at least do that.
But I got you 100% on the whole police stuff. I don't.
Yeah, it's out of control. That's why they found Chauvin guilty, because people are sick of it. Yes, exactly.
One way too little, too short.
Yes, absolutely. Is the sheriff possibly protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Did you hear about Missy Fox that went missing? She's married to a cop, found dead in a pond 3 houses away from her house. The gator was already eating her. Or was the gator eating the evidence? Did he kill her?
Where does this happen? Where did this happen?
Deep Creek, a week ago. It's on the sheriff's page. Check it out. He took the picture down, and he didn't ever tell anybody that she's married to a cop. Is the Charlotte County Sheriff possibly protecting a cop that's a murderer?
Yeah.
You heard about that, Missy Fox?
No, I ain't heard.
All right. She went missing. He never said that she's married to a cop found in a pond 3 houses away from her house. Did he do it so the gators would eat her? Because guess what? The gators were already eating her.
Yeah, that's a bad deal.
That's a bad deal, man. Is the sheriff hiding a cop that possibly committed murder?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. You're rare here, you know. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Did you hear about Missy Fox that went missing? Missy Fox is married to a cop. He never told you that. Found 3 houses away in a pond. The gator's already eaten her.
The deputy sheriff. See, I don't watch the news.
Right. It was on the sheriff's Facebook page. Actually, it still is. They took the picture down of her.
Yeah.
But they never told you she was married to a cop. Why would he do that?
Criminal is the sheriff protecting a cop who is being murdered.
Yep.
So some cop murdered his wife?
That's what we believe. She was found shot. They're saying she shot herself in a pond so she would die, then drowned in the pond so she would die, and then let the gators eat her so she would die. Does a normal woman do all that? Or does a guy kill somebody and do that?
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
They never ever said she was married to a cop. Why would they do that?
The news didn't say.
That's correct. The TV didn't, the newspaper didn't, and the Facebook didn't on the sheriff's page. Why are they hiding the fact that she's married to a cop? Maybe because cops flip out, right?
Yeah, or he's just a bad guy, and a lot of bad guys kill their wives.
That is correct.
Or beat them up.
Right. Wow, that was close. So yes, that's why I'm letting people know that we need an outside investigation. He is investigating himself. How does that go?
Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
That doesn't work. That's like the mafia investigating the mafia, right?
Yeah. Are you related to her?
No, I'm not, but the family already called me to tell me to question this, period. Co-workers of his are calling me to tell me to pull records on when he was working at the prison. I guess he's got excessive force complaints.
Are you a lawyer or
No, I'm just an activist, 9 years, COPWATCH reporter, exposing the police corruption, sheriff corruption.
I'm with you.
I was the one that blew up the story on, they killed the old lady at the PUNTA police station. They let that dog eat the guy just because he didn't have a shirt on. You never heard that?
No.
Can I give you my card?
I avoid the news.
Oh, all right. So you don't want...
Well, my husband makes me aware of stuff I really need to know, but
right.
I'm trying to be positive,
But you agree we need to know about this, right?
I am an activist. I'm politically active. I'm
right.
all about the environment.
Right.
And this stuff too. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm a libertarian constitutionalist. I've been fighting corruption for 9 years.
Good for you.
This one stinks really bad, man.
Well, we have to stand up. The people have to do the work.
That is correct.
Because our representatives don't represent us.
Absolutely, that is correct.
The corporation.
That's right.
It's totally wrong.
It is, absolutely.
And if we don't stand up,
we're going to end up like the Jews on a train in the shower, correct?
well,
maybe. Re-education camps, maybe.
not that far.
No?
We might as well be.
Right. What about end up like the Japanese did in the camps, right?
Well, I totally believe that the system, way back, I'm a teacher.
Right.
Retired.
Right.
But I believe that in the Industrial Revolution, the
right.
Carnegies, the Mellons, all those guys,
right.
they started school systems.
Yes.
Maybe you didn't know this.
Oh, I know a lot of history, yes. To brainwash.
School systems
yes.
to segregate.
And brainwash.
And the poor.
That's correct. And the black and the white.
The rich play for their school.
Right.
You know, so it isn't federal where
right.
the federal federal government treats each kid the same and you
Right.
each get the same funding. My school building in inner city Schenectady
Right.
is 100 years old with ceilings falling down.
Oh my God.
And, you know,
Right.
we didn't have much in music department or anything else.
Right.
But Niskayuna over at next door,
Right.
the GE executives,
Right.
they've got everything.
Wow. That's not fair.
That's not right.
That's not
They're
right.
Federally funded, each kid is treated the same.
That's correct.
And funded accordingly.
That's correct.
And it's not right. But that's the way they keep people down.
Absolutely.
Because we're the 99%.
Right.
And they know it.
Right.
1% doesn't want the 99 to
Right.
get any more educated.
That's
Or
correct.
they'll revolt.
That's correct.
bad. So keep them down.
That's what the Second Amendment's for.
Keep them scrambling.
That's correct. Keep them confused.
It's all about keeping us scrambling,
Always have an emergency.
struggling.
That's correct.
Because then we can't revolt. We don't
That's
have
correct.
time for it.
I agree.
That's the whole plan.
Email me if you have websites or Facebook that you work on. I got a lot of stuff. If you have stuff that you'd like me to post, I'll post.
Okay, you're a good guy.
I'm trying.
I've been to Washington. I
Right.
protested against the Vietnam War right in D.C.
Very good.
Back.
People forget about that. We had some awesome riots and almost revolutions during the 60s, 70s, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Where they were blowing up buildings, correct?
Yeah, and, you know, burning draft cars.
That is correct.
And it was all without the internet. That's what I don't get now.
Right.
How did I even know that there was going to be a protest?
Right.
Somehow the word got out.
Right. I agree with you. I'm 56. I don't know how all you guys told each other back then, man. I don't know. But now that we...
I don't either. I can't remember. Flyers,
Right.
I get.
I know. How did Woodstock happen?
I know. Same thing.
It was huge.
I couldn't get there.
And now you can't even get a concert that big, right?
Exactly.
And we have the internet.
Yeah. The internets were plugged up. I couldn't get there.
Exactly.
I got to D.C. in my VW Bug.
Oh, very good.
VW vans and buses going.
Right.
Doing the peace.
Very good.
Yeah, so, you know, and I work for different politicians that are for everybody.
Right.
You know, Bernie and
Right.
Auburn way back and
Wow, very good.
climate change with Jane Fonda and
Wow.
close to you to Jane Fonda.
Holy
I got in
cow.
front of the line behind her.
Are you famous? Can I look for you in an article anywhere or what?
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, send me a picture.
I'm not famous, no.
Okay.
Not at all.
But you're trying.
I'm not as active as I could be.
Right.
Right now, what I want to do is get Greta Thunberg to give me the sign she carries.
Right.
She has a sign on wood that she carries everywhere.
Right.
You see her with it under her arm.
Yep.
And I want her to lend it to me.
Right.
And I want to pitch a tent in front of Congress and just never move. Because
And I remember,
take care of the climate, we're done.
and that is is it legal anymore? It used to be legal, you could do that.
Can't.
Okay.
I want to.
Right,
My
correct.
dreams.
Yeah, everything's illegal now,
They'll haul
yeah.
me away.
Right. Have you heard of Dershowitz? Did you know he wrote a book called 3 Felonies a Day? Local, state, and federal, there's so many laws, you're committing three violations just standing there. It's so out of control.
Oh yeah.
Very, very sad.
I almost got arrested with Jane Fonda. You go in the march, right?
Right,
When she was doing the Friday marches,
right,
and you end the march at whatever point they decide, and then you sit and protest.
right,
And what they do is very organized because they do take you to jail, and you've got to have bail money
right.
to get out, and you come prepared to not bring anything you don't want them to take away.
That's
I
correct.
did that, and I was with a friend, and my husband, who's right here, he's a sailor, and he had a boat that he was going to take from Annapolis down here.
Right,
And if it weren't for him, because I had to see him off,
right,
I would have, because he would say, okay, who's available and ready to be arrested? And
Right.
I was, but I couldn't.
Wow.
I couldn't guarantee that I wouldn't be kept overnight.
Wow.
It was that close.
How do you like what DeSantis did? You can't protest anymore. Is that outrageous?
You can't do what?
DeSantis just signed an anti-protest bill. I'm serious. If DeSantis would have been in power during the revolution to free the slaves, we'd still have slaves. because he would not allow it. You would be arrested and charged with a felony. You can't vote, and they take your guns.
It's free speech, though.
Nope, he just signed it. Dead serious. Look it up.
You can't protest?
Email me. I'll send you the stuff.
Oh, well, I'm going to start protesting.
Very good. I would appreciate the help. It's sad being the only one in Punta Gorda doing this. Wow. Very, very sad.
Well, there's a lot of people on the other side here.
Right.
But I've found people who aren't. I've found a bunch of people that are on the
But you agree there's a shitload of fascists here, right? I mean, just unbelievable.
Well, the other side, I don't know how far.
Right. Right. Well, the way they've acted for what I do and what I wear, to me, that's a fascist. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad.
You live here full time?
I do. I do. So I've lived here since 2000. I know about all the corruption. Like I said, just I got stories of the corruption that the sheriff did that is, wow, bad. The sheriff actually committed a felony, 3rd degree, and the state attorney won't charge him.
Wow. What's your name?
Andy.
Andy.
Yep.
All right.
Well, email me and let me know if you got anything you'd like to repost.
Yeah, I'll pass this on. I've got a friend we do Tai Chi over there, but
All right.
red tide is so bad I'm getting all prickly and weird.
Oh, that's not good.
No, red tide, climate change.
That's correct.
It sucks.
Yep.
Good for you, buddy.
All right, thank you. Keep in touch.
Yeah.
Love your story. I will. Is the sheriff possibly protecting somebody that cop murderer? She went missing, married to a cop, he never said it, found in a pond 3 houses down. Gators were already eating the evidence. Why would the sheriff hide that she's married to a cop? No outside investigation. Very sad. Is the sheriff possibly protecting a cop that murdered his wife? Missy Fox went missing, married to a cop, found 3 houses away, dead, gators already eating her. And in no outside investigation. He's calling that a suicide. Is that weird? That is weird. That's why I'm here.
I'm very sorry. My mom's got a mental health issue.
Okay, no, that's
Brain surgeries and so.
no, that happens all the time. She's not the only one.
It happens all the time to me, so I really apologize.
Right. No, that's all right. But you know this is an important issue, right? Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? This lady died married to a cop 3 houses away in a pond. Gators were already eating her. Very, very sad. No outside investigation. They're calling it a suicide. Do you believe it? Say no.
And you should continue to fight for justice.
Oh, 9 years I've been doing this.
Well, don't stop.
I'm not going to stop.
There's too many people getting killed by the police and not getting away with it.
That is correct. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Thank you for that slight nod. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox went married to a cop 3 houses away in a pond, dead. Gators eating her. They're calling it suicide. Do you believe it? Thank you. I don't either. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that's a murderer? Sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Missy Fox was married to a cop 3 houses away in a pond. Gators already eating her. They're calling it suicide. Thank you.
All right.
I know. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer?
Oh, man, I'm down with all that shit.
Very good.
I've been here a very long time.
Yes.
I was in court, open court with John Shannon, the judge,
Yep.
4 decades ago, and he called the Punta Gorda police to Gestapo in open court.
Wow. Because they are. Because they are.
I was there.
Because they are. And the sheriff's even worse
I
now.
went by and I'd be social and cordial because I got to.
Right.
I'm
Yep.
running this motor wide open.
Right.
I know they'll catch me, but in a town like this, I gotta have fun and pedal with it.
That's correct. Because everything's illegal here pretty much, right?
I moved here in '68.
Right. I heard it used to be a little free in '68, right?
When I was in high school, they were catching cops and murderers.
Oh my God.
My Uncle Dick Fisher was a Punta Gorda policeman. He burned his house down for insurance money on Olympia Street. That's another true story.
Oh, thank you very much. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead, found in a pond 3 houses away. They're calling it suicide. Do you agree? No. No outside investigation. Thank you. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead, found in a pond 3 houses away. Said it's suicide. Do you believe it? Thank you. Is the sheriff protecting? Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? Did you hear about Missy Fox that went missing?
Yeah.
All right.
Possibly.
He never said married to a cop.
Listen, I'm on your side. I
Yes.
agree with you.
Yes.
But I think it's very inflammatory to put the F word on
That's
your shirt.
that's true, but it's a First Amendment.
It's true.
Yes.
But you're going to turn a lot of people off.
Right.
I think it's unfortunate because I think the police totally need reform and totally
That-
need to be
Right.
calmed down and go to a lot
Take
of
their guns
training
away. Correct.
and
Yes.
take their guns away.
That's correct.
I agree with you.
Right.
Totally.
But using the First Amendment is better than the Second Amendment, which is shooting people, which
I
we have the
agree
right to
with
do.
you. I agree. No,
Right?
I agree. All I'm saying is, for the good of the cause, it
Right.
might be better to not have that because a lot of people are very angry in Florida anyway.
But what's crazy is everybody says fuck. They see fuck on TVs. They see fuck in the movies. They see fuck in the news.
Yes,
I mean, it's
true.
crazy. It's on Facebook. It's actually almost a meaningless word now,
You
correct?
know what you're doing. You know.
Oh, yes. Better than the Second Amendment. You want a card?
No, I'm okay. I truly, I will vote for that, and I will
Right.
agree with you all the way down.
All right. There you go.
I'm just saying,
Right.
for the good of getting people on your side.
Now, Punta Gorda needs an enema right up their ass, really bad. Is the Charlotte County Sheriff hiding a cop that might be a murderer? Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead in a pond 3 houses away. They call it a suicide. No outside investigation. Do you believe it? I don't believe it.
Let me just make one comment.
Yeah.
I may be sympathetic to your cause.
Yes.
That T-shirt
Right.
is not a friend maker.
But you know it's First Amendment, right? And it's better than the Second Amendment, using guns to kill people, which we have the right to do.
I don't have any complaint.
There you go.
I'm just saying that if,
Right.
if you want people to listen to your
Right.
message, that's not.
Well, actually, a lot of people have agreed that this stinks.
It does. And
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing.
Correct. Correct. All right, thanks. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead, found in a pond. They're calling a suicide. No outside investigation. Do you believe it? Thank you. I don't believe it either. Yep. Oh, and she shot herself in the pond while the gators are eating her. Yeah, that's normal. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead, found in a pond 3 houses away. They call it a suicide. No outside investigation. Does that stink? That stinks. Yes. Yep. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead in a pond 3 houses away. They're calling it suicide. No outside investigation. Do you believe it? Is sheriff protecting a murderer? His wife is dead in a pond 3 houses away. She shot herself in the pond so she would drown and the gator would eat her. Is that normal? They're calling it a suicide. No outside investigation. Do you believe it? Say no.
Sketchy.
Thank you. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Thank you. Yes, Missy Fox. Missy Fox.
Thank you.
Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might be a murderer? His wife is dead, 3 houses away in a pond. They're calling it a suicide. Do you believe it? Thank you. Is the sheriff hiding a cop that might have murdered his wife? His wife is dead, found in a pond 3 houses away. No outside investigation. Do you believe it? I don't believe it either. That's why I'm here. She shot herself in a pond to die, to drown, and for a gator to eat her. Do you believe it? That stinks really bad. Is the sheriff hiding a cop that murdered his wife? Yes, I agree. Thank you. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might have murdered his wife? Found in a pond 3 houses away from the house. No outside investigation.
I'm sorry, I'm missing it. What's that?
Yeah, this lady died. They're saying committed suicide 3 houses away.
I'm already not happy with the sheriff myself.
Okay, very good. So you're not one of the asleep fascist here. There's so many fascists here that want a police
get
state.
in their grooves and they don't want to move out of their own country.
It's disgusting. But you know what's funny? If we charge them like they charge us, then they would wake up, wouldn't they?
It's well, they're civilians too.
Right?
Theoretically.
Right. Why? What did he do to you? Can I ask?
I just feel like not him specifically.
Right.
But I was wrong. I feel like I was wrongfully arrested from Walmart for their electronic checkout system.
Yes.
I got arrested because their electronic systems got messed up. They blame me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's all messed up. I'm just not coming out of it. It was really depressing and all that shit. But it was unnecessary. Absolutely all unnecessary. But they're over.
Did you offer to pay for it?
Yeah,
well, you already paid though. You said.
I already paid and left, or tried to leave. Yes, and then I worked with them and did everything. I didn't try to. I told them the exact truth, and I still ended up in jail.
Okay, is that policing for profit?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
100% policing for profit.
You see how many trucks are coming from Walmart every day?
Yes.
We don't need foul language.
That's better than using a Second Amendment.
No, we don't.
Better than using a Second Amendment. Why don't you fucking learn about the free speech?
Learn your language.
Jesus Christ! Are you an American or a German Jew? You should get on the train and go in the shower like the Jews. Everything will be good. Fuck off and die, dipshit.
Well, that was unnecessary.
That dip fucking shit is saying I don't got free speech. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. So anyways, yes, how much money to get out of you? Fuck you too, fascist.
Not much.
So yes, it is sad. Even if you're not guilty, you're guilty, correct? Yes. That's why I've been fighting 9 years, dude. It is like all these old fucking fascists here want to fuck you over, and yet they get their 2 houses, they get free health care, Social Security, all that shit. You're just a goddamn slave to these fuckers. It's disgusting. You're disgusting. That's not what our founding fathers fought for. They fought for freedom, not for socialist fascism. Thank you. Yeah, it was a perfect intro, dude. That was perfect.
But I mean, they don't have to assume they're the worst, right?
What she said, she's one of the worst. Yeah. There's a great.
It needs to be a pushback against it. So just calmness and relax.
Here's a card.
And apologize.
Right. Yeah. Correct.
So I'm with you.
Yeah.
I know just how ignorant everybody is. I trust me.
Oh, dude, this is the most ignorant place I've ever lived in my life.
We just came back from Ohio again. We were down here 5 years ago.
Yep.
I mean, I don't mind if they're ignorant. People came here to escape.
Right.
They didn't come to Florida to fucking fix the world.
That's correct.
To get drunk and do drugs and retire.
That's a very good point. And who is their legal drug dealer?
The government.
The doctor. That's correct. I can get some heroin, man. And they don't get fucked with. But if you have heroin, what happens?
Yeah. Well, that's a rich poor thing also. It's a
yes.
Thing.
Absolutely.
They work. They don't work for us necessarily. It's not right.
Right.
They're already. Every time you see an interaction,
right.
They're already in an authority position instead of an equal position.
That is correct.
They need to enhance their authority as the transaction goes wrong.
Correct.
But they come into the position with 200% authority.
Right.
They already feel like a criminal.
Right.
Yeah, my thing is about training.
Right.
And non-ignorance, which is education.
Correct. Well, here's what's messed up. The older people had more freedom, less cops, less taxes, and now they want to give us more government, more taxes, more cops. Dude, I'm serious.
The entity is inevitably going to enhance itself.
Eat itself.
Oh,
eat itself too. Correct.
Focused on bolstering itself.
Right.
It's a motivation we all have. We're all good and bad at the same time, but it depends on what you.
You know that we're the only country on the planet where half of us get fucking Social Security and healthcare, right? That's because they need the other half to pay for the other half.
Everybody lives on the back of slaves.
That's correct.
Just don't have to be pure life.
That is correct.
I look forward to a world where we enslave computers and robots and they do all that shit for us.
Watch Terminator. That didn't end well, man.
Yeah, well, that's our fantasy.
Right. No, that's coming real, dude. EU is trying to.
If these people remain in control and program those things, that's where the problem is. It's valuable.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the people who that shit can actually save us or prevent us from having to do all this shit.
Right.
But the people who create it have to have strong, useful.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I don't think they do because everybody's motivated by money and power and corruption and shit like that. So.
Dude, by the way, how did the camera not get it? How many cameras are at the checkout? I mean, dude, you got one in front of you, you got one up top, you got one up here.
You watch the camera and they saw me wand everything, And one thing didn't get scanned, the other thing didn't get scanned, and the security guard just seemed over boisterous. You know, the person that works there.
Right.
He was told by his boss, it's like he was trying to save his job or something, justify his position.
Wow.
I'm just sitting there in disbelief the entire time.
Right.
And my wife's going crazy and all this shit. And
thank you.
Since I didn't change my ID, I got arrested because they thought I would flee.
Right.
It was the entire check was $120.
No kidding.
And I paid for, I clicked half of it correctly, paid for half of it correctly. The other half didn't scan through correctly.
Yes.
And they were like, yep, you are this, you're getting regimented. So I
that is sad.
I got to expunge my account. I
wow.
Faces online.
Wow.
And so, because bullshit, man. It's just bureaucracy. Once things become automated.
Yes.
You know.
Did you know Florida, the saying is come on vacation, leave on probation. That's how bad policing for profit is the second biggest industry here in Florida. We have the third most people in jail and prison than the whole rest of the world, and we call ourselves a free country. How does that work?
I told the guy at stage 4 cancer.
Right.
And he still arrested me. He had to call his boss to get permission to arrest me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he was a black cop, but I'm not necessarily pointing to that. But
right.
It could be enhancement. So I don't know. I've considered
the Punta Gorda big black cop.
What's that?
Jimenez, the big guy.
No, I usually fairly like in his 30s or 40s.
Oh, he wasn't tall?
Really clean cut. I don't think he was so tall, no.
Right, no. All right. Yeah, if it was a big, tall black cop, he's a racist.
If I was that guy, I would be doing the same fucking thing because I'm in that position. I'm being told what to do. I have certain laws and rules and all this shit.
Oh, well, then you don't get paid. Yeah, that's correct. That's part of the policing for profit. The pay benefits of retirement are so unrealistic, it's not even funny. That's what broke Detroit. It'll break Illinois, New York, California. It's fascist socialism. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
It's like the way I do is like we try to pass out information and educate people, but these monkeys take information and they just spin it.
Correct.
It depends on crazy angles, and you got to be very careful about how you communicate with people because they have the ability to change your own words.
Absolutely. Well, and they got AI to do it too. Yeah.
That's a whole other.
Right.
We need to not focus on that. Hopefully.
Right. Right. Were they supporters or fascists? There's so many fascists. I can't.
Well, I think it's a lot of misunderstanding.
Right.
Man. You are affronting a lot of people.
But as you know, this word is almost meaningless anymore. I mean, people say it, they read it, it's on TV, it's in a movie, and yet when I come here to this fascist police state of Punta Gorda, they lose their minds. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Their vacation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's why they came here, because it is a fascist police state in Punta Gorda? Kinda? I don't know either.
I know I've experienced a little bit of the fascist police state, but they're falling under, oh, is this rule and this rule? And
that is correct.
It's all bullshit. I was in the military for 8 years, and I know exactly how governmental systems work.
That is correct.
So you're not gonna, nobody can talk me past.
Right.
Anyways, I don't know. And then this guy was getting elected, and I was just having a negative attitude. But like I said, I've been on probation, so that effectively keeps me silenced.
Right.
For 6 months.
Right.
Now I'm at a point where I'm over that.
Right.
I might sue him. I don't know.
Right.
Everything is on camera, by the way.
Did you get the video as evidence?
No, I didn't. But I could still go.
Yeah. You should ask for all the video as evidence. If, like you said, if it shows you actually doing what you said, then yeah, sue the fuck out of them. They deserve it. Corrupt ass cops here, big time, and sheriff. As you see, a sheriff protecting a cop that might have killed his wife. Come on, man. Three houses.
Corrupt. They think they're doing such a good thing that these things need to be controlled, and the civilians need to be kept,
right, quiet. Yeah.
So much information can be let out because we're doing. If they undermine us here, then we're not going to do. No, they just need to do a better job.
That is correct.
That is all there is to it.
Absolutely agree.
All right, well,
good to see you, man. All my info's on there, man.
All right, I'll look it up.
All right, see ya. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might have murdered his wife? Okay, I care about murder. Sad that you don't. Okay. Is the sheriff protecting a cop that might have murdered his wife? Missy Fox is dead 3 houses away. They said he shot herself in the pond, drowned, and then let the gators eat herself. Suicide, no outside investigation. I don't believe it. What?
Where are you going? I didn't get a chance to argue.
I know. I was at the Hibiscus Festival. Look for the video. It was awesome.
First Amendment, Second Amendment.
Yes. You're the man.